Let's look at our case study of a tropical rainforest as an ecosystem as part of the Living World unit. For our tropical rainforest, we use the Atlantic forest in Brazil. And first off, we're going to look at how plants are adapted to living in the rainforest. The example I'd like to use the word harmony. How are they in harmony with their soils or climates? So, if we just start off with drawing a nice large tree. Okay, that typical idea of very tall trees in the rainforest. Now, what makes the rainforest really distinct is its four clear layers of vegetation. We have at the base the shrub layer, normally found anywhere between 10 metres above the ground. Under that, or above that, we have the under canopy, I should say, 20 metres above the ground. We then have the canopy, which is kind of that really broad vegetation that we see kind of spread out across the rainforest. That's around 30 metres, and then at the top, at 40 metres, we have something called our emergent trees that can go anywhere to 40 or greater metres above the ground. Now, let's work our way from the top downwards. In terms of adaptations, the emergent trees grow to this height. This is to be able to get as much sunlight as possible to photosynthesize. There's a large competition for sunlight in the rainforest, so the tallest plants will get the most because they can stick above the canopy. On top of that, they also have something called drip tip leaves. And these drip tip leaves are designed to allow water to pour off them, okay, so that they don't become saturated during the periods of heavy rainfall. Now, importantly, in the rainforest, we see a near constant fall of leaves. Unlike in the UK, where they fall in autumn, in the rainforest they fall constantly. Now, this is really important because, surprisingly, the soil in the tropical rainforest is actually quite nutrient poor, and it's only a thin layer in the top that has the nutrients. And these nutrients come from the constant leaf matter or dead leaves or leaf litter that falls down from the trees and obviously decompose very quickly in the hot and humid conditions, and that replaces the nutrients that are leached out of the soil by heavy rain. Now, what we also notice as we work our way down is plants that grow off of the trees. These are called epiphytes. What they do is they don't need to grow in soil, they get their nutrients from the tree that they grow on. This allows them to grow higher up and therefore be closer to the sun and get more light to photosynthesize. Similarly, we see vines called lianas. Think Tarzan swinging through the jungle on them. And what they do is they grow up other trees. They focus all their energy into growing upwards rather than creating a wide and sturdy trunk. This means that they can get up to the light to photosynthesize, but they do need to wrap themselves around other plants. Now, obviously, these tall trees, particularly the emergents, need a good wide base, so they have something called buttress roots. Okay, these buttress roots spread out over a large area to provide the tall canopy and emergent trees with a wide base to be stable. Also, the buttress roots spread out only into the top thin layer of nutrient-rich soil rather than going down deeper where there are less nutrients.